season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, as we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Lacey.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Makes the catch. It's Lacey. At the 45 on his way. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the grab on the right. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cunningham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Calls his own number. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And he just does enough to get that first down. It wasn't pretty. It's not going to look great on the stat sheet. I know he ran a very long way to go get that 1 or 2 yards to move the sticks, but at the end of the day, awesome individual effort to keep this drive going.
Quarterback may change this route. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They'll run the screen. Across the 45. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big and big.
They will score! Touchdown, Clemson!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Lost a throw on first down.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Makes the catch. It's Randall. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He caught it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll run it from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a
throw into their zone defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Clemson! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. UCF has just had no answer to the beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 17 to Iowa. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Grabbed in the middle, it's Randall. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
That's caught. It's Randall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
caught in the backfield. It's Randall. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wallace. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
On the move, it's Lacey. Makes his man miss. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Ole Miss, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Trying to use the speed on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. Trying to beat him to the left. Picks up the first down. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him. Let him.
There he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. And he's still trying to get away, and he will not. Oh, what a terrible play. Where did he think he was going? And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Randall. Knocked down for the tackle.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's caught. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
That's reeled in. It's Randall. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. We've got a timeout out in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To throw, it's Klubnik. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And
oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Early toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to throw. Under fire. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that can get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. With the catch, it's right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Rebels in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Lee. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, play, it's intercepted. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's
time to take a shot. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Finding an escape route. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And wings it incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Off play action on first down. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll pull it down and run. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Lost one deep down the right side. And he pulls it in at the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. He's now over 200 yards from scrimmage, joining the likes of Clemson legends Sammy Watkins and Mike Williams.
And when you think of those guys, you think of big plays. I mean, guys that can hit home runs immediately, and that's what he's doing. And when you name
Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Stribling. Smashes through the tackle. Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense elite.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They go to the ground. Finds a little space. Wide open on the right. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Bringing it back. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Charlotte took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to the Queen City. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Got a man, it's Lacey. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Ole Miss 42.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense changing the play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Complete to the right.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.